in this season, may we be sensitive to who has our ear, right? It is so crucial who you listen to and what you listen to, based on the season that you are in and what you're transitioning through, right? Are we listening to God's voice? And are we discerning enough to listen and heed to who God speaks through in our circle, in and out of season? So it's easy to doubt what God has told you. It's easy to compare the previous seasons based on the season that you are in. But also remember, there was a time when you trusted God to be where you are, and He answered you. He came through. The promise came to pass, right? And after every elevation or mountaintop season, it will always be preceded by a valley season, right? And that is where our faith will be tested again, to see if we can trust God enough based on what He has said and what we heeded to. I'm reminded of the Israelites, right? God has delivered them in and out of season from their bondage. He actually provided manna in the desert, water gushed out of a rock, and yet still there was doubt, right? They still had bitterness, they still questioned, they still doubted. In spite of how He provided, they forgot what He did. They quickly forgot. They were easily quick to forget what God did for them in the previous season. And man, isn't that our carnal nature? We can easily forget what God did, how He came through before, how He did it before, when you are faced with another valley situation, right? And the most weird thing about that is that, not actually weird, but they actually went back to serving their idols because God didn't heed to their tantrums. They thought God was a genie in a bottle, because we make wishes, we pray, Lord, I want this, Lord, I want that, and if you don't come through for me, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to my other gods, my idols that you delivered me from. And that's the thing. God is not a genie in a bottle. He's not just some type of God who just gives us what we want, right? He's a God who gives us what we need. And it's vital that we discern in and out of season what is it that we need, and be grateful and be thankful for that in that season. If that is what He deems that's what you need, then that's what you need, right? So may we really be people who strive to be focused on His faithfulness, in spite of what we see, in spite of what we're going through, in spite of what the transition might look like, because God is not concerned about our comfort. He's concerned about our consecration and our commitment and devotion to who He is, right? I pray this blesses someone on my self-care day, courtesy of the man of God in my life. But blessings and profits.